Do I have some things to update you on? What's good, family? It is week 3 of the 52-week option trading challenge. And hey, facing some adversity, markets all over the place, not being as responsible as I need to be. And hold on, let's pause right here. This video is brought to you by Moomoo. At the time of this recording, Moomoo is offering an 8.1% APY on all uninvested cash and up to 60 free stocks when you sign up and make a deposit. Let me show you just how easy it can be to run company analysis in Moomoo. Let's say I was thinking about buying Apple stock. I would click on Apple or search Apple up. I can click on company, and just like that, I already have the financials right here. I can swipe down, see all this other data. If I want to take a look and see who are the shareholders, I can click on shareholders. I can also look at kind of their dividend payouts. I can see that the dividend yield has come down over time, but I can see that the dividend payout has increased over time. There's a lot more analysis and numbers to look at as well, but this is just scratching the surface. Moomoo offers a lot of powerful tools for whatever kind of analysis you're looking to run. So to those of you just getting here, to those of you who are unaware, the goal of this challenge is to increase our account by 10% each week for a consistent 52 weeks. It is week 3. The only week I have successfully completed was week 1. So real quick, let's take a look at the chart for the goal and see how $200 can turn into over $28,000. And then really take some time to reframe my mind. I'm not trying to be negative, not trying to be a downer, but this challenge is all about consistency, building good habits. We are the sum of the things that we do every day, the things we do consistently. So while I am here making failures, it's good to fail fast, to fail early, to fail hard, to learn from those failures. And sometimes it seems like it's good to take a break, but want to remember that we don't want those breaks to be too long to the point where we end up falling back into the same mistakes because we kind of forgot about them. We don't want to completely forget about them. We just want enough time to get on. So really like a few days, sometimes a week, but we want to continue practicing what it is we're failing at to get better and improve through it. So with that being said, hey, let's hop in, take a quick look at the challenge. All right, first things first, to reframe and kind of keep things front of mind on what we need to be doing. Looking at it right here, we got the compound interest calculator. If you just search compound interest calculator on Google, pretty sure it's going to be the first thing you find. So we're going to click on that. That brings us here. Now, I know a lot of you may be starting with your own number. Some people may be starting with $50. Some people may be starting with 100, 200, 500, 1,000. Whatever you're going to work with, whatever you're going to work with. All right. There is no hard rule for any of this. It's simply just to focus on consistency and try to get our 10% every week. And if we don't hit it, no biggie. Try not to self-destruct. First thing we're going to do, I'm starting with 200. I'm going to hit 200 right here. Monthly contribution, this is going to be nothing right here. So we're just going to leave that blank. Length of time in years, it's going to be 52. And the years are representing the weeks. If you've ever done any kind of like math or algebra, you just swap the unit. Then the estimated interest rate is going to be 10. All right. And that's because we are growing the account by 10%, and that's representing compounding. We're supposed to be seeing the power of compounding and consistency. And honestly, something that is probably a really good something to read alongside of this to really just kind of understand the power of compounding is, if you haven't, hey, check out the 1% rule. If you're looking for it, I'll have it linked down below in the description. Or if you have a friend or anything that has it, a lot of people has it. It was a very popular book. Yo, highly recommend checking that out. We're going to skip over the interest range variance because we just want to leave that at 10. And then for compound frequency, it's just going to be annually, matching up with where it says years up here. We can't change it to weeks. So it's just going to be annually. We're going to hit calculate, and this is how we get our chart. It's not going to be as pretty as it is on the desktop, but you can see as we go, kind of looking throughout time. What's this, week 3? This is the completion of week 3. So the account should be at 266.20. We're about to start moving up on week 4. So should be 292.82. Not sure if I'm going to try to go for all that next week, but I will have to refund. And yeah, now we're going to hop in the portfolio, take a look, and get to that right now. All right, so here we are in the portfolio. Let me first show you the balance. Right now we're sitting at $5.94. So I'm about to add $194. $194.06 to the portfolio. I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. Give me a second. So I just initiated the transfer, and it's going to take a few days. I don't have a Bank of America account, and that's how you get the instant transfers with Moomoo. I honestly probably should look into it. Low-key, I'm not even sure where we last left off. I want to say last thing we had were these SoFi puts. So I'm just going to run over these last few. The last one I really remember is going to be this QQQ. All right, so I think I remember grabbing the QQQ. So we're just going to look at everything from here. All right, so I grabbed the QQQ put. Looks like I paid 52 cents for it, and it was, I guess I bought it on the 16th, paid 52 cents for it, bought it at 10:30 that morning. It was a $5.98 put. Then when I sold it out, so I sold it out on the 23rd, or it expired on the 23rd, and pretty much it expired worthless. I remember this trade specifically. I was like, yo, that move, that gap, it has to be filled. We're going to look at it on the charts, because had I had one more day, I wouldn't be restarting this challenge. But yeah, it was a $4.98 put, and looked like I was in the trade for about 7 days. Had I got the time to do my 10 to 14 days that I typically look for, I would have been fine, but I didn't stick to kind of my thing. All right, next up. Okay, so I was looking at SoFi, but actually didn't even get in. And then looks like I tried to do something with Nike, but I didn't do anything with that either. So actually the QQQ trade is the only one we're going to look at. Now let's hop in, take a look at the charts, and see what happened in this time frame. So here we are, kind of looking at the life of this trade. Let's see. So I had to put on QQQ. I bought it somewhere in this black candle, and it expired right here in this candle over here. So pretty much the whole time when we were trading and looking at the Qs here, let's zoom in on that a little bit. This is what happened with the Q. So to be more exact of when I got in, it was going to be more over here. And yeah, this was pretty much right when it expired. So throughout that time span, the Qs was ranging from 521, came down as low as 411, but this was in after hours, so I couldn't take advantage of it, unfortunately. And then whenever the market opened, it was already back up at 415. If it had stayed here, I would have had profit on this. And actually I was up right here, probably should have taken profit in hindsight, but I really thought it would at least come test that low, and it never did. It kind of just took off that day. And I'm like, okay, this is a joke. It's going to come back. But it didn't come back. It kind of traded sideways the next couple days. Then we had like a hard sell-off, and I'm like, oh yeah, there's more. There's more coming. And then the next day it consolidated again, and it consolidated into expiration. I'm gonna be real with you. After we got this, I was like, oh, we got this solid drop. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm not gonna look at it today, and I'm just gonna let the brokerage sell it off, because it felt like if I looked at it, I would take profit. It was only worth probably like 10 cents here. In hindsight, that was better, but it was only worth 10 cents right here. And I'm still in a trade. Now going and looking back at it the next day, like legit the next day. So this is Thursday when it closed, the contract's expired and gone. Right here, before market opens, the market dips down to 7:30. So at market open, it's at like 505. All of this right here, this would have spiked the IV, made the options more expensive, and I would have been able to get out with something. It got to a point right here, honestly, at open, it opened up around like 505. So that would have provided me the opportunity, since it was the last day, or if it were the last day, to get out, kind of close, have some profit. But because of the fact that I didn't have enough time, and because of the fact that it was a little bit too far, I did not profit. So now I got my head on, I guess, more straight. Going to be a little bit more cautious. When I enter the trade, once again, it was kind of in the middle of the range. I was kind of like, I think I entered off like the break of the trend line. And what I've really been finding, I've still been trading like every day on the live streams and whatnot. I've still been trading. What I've personally been finding to be more successful right now is we're still pushing up more than we go down. And maybe I might look to go more like half size on the trade. So instead of going for a full 200, maybe going for half of it, and maybe looking for a 20% trade with that instead of a 10% trade. I don't know. We'll kind of look and play with it, but it's like probability wise, it's like just buying at support. It's like when we fall fast, but it's like if I buy calls at support, that plays out. That has been playing out like 8 out of 10 times. So if I just keep doing that, the probabilities will be in my favor. And should things really get bad, I'll still have like half of the account to put in work. Because whenever we actually fall, we fall hard. That's kind of how I'm looking at that, family. All right, so that's going to do it for week 3. I want to hear, how has the challenge been treating you? I've been hearing back from some of you that, hey, you've been experiencing kind of what I've been experiencing. I've been seeing some of you killing it. Yo, if you're not in the Discord, hop in the Discord. Got a section in the Discord. Like, even if you're not paying, we got the 52-week challenge chat. I just want to know, hey, what are y'all getting y'all's 10% on? If you enjoyed the video or learned anything, be sure to smash the like button. If for some reason you're new here and haven't already, be sure to subscribe. And last but certainly not least, Manuel signing off. And I want to change your life.